defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Dort for three. And the three-pointer goes. So Dort's got 12 points. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Shot is good by Curry.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Curry. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
Williams' shot is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Warriors trail by 9. Outside Pajemski. Inside. Oh, tough work inside from Butler.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one you generally make.
First personal foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the basket by Hield.
Just another way for Hield to generate offense, making good on that second chance opportunity. And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
The kick out to Wiggins. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Assisted.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
To the inside. The kick out to Wiggins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Mitchell. And no good. The dry spell continues. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
One of the toughest players in the NBA. No doubt Butler's teammates love having him around.
Yep, that one's good.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on those plays.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail. Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night here.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Outside for Dort. Here's Williams. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll see you after.
Thunder, 29. The Warriors, 29.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Hield. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
First team foul.
Outside Hield. Pass to Curry. And here's Butler outside. He can't hit that time.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And it's Holmgren missing. Right side, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
You see how effective Butler is driving inside. The combination of muscle and athleticism is tough to stop.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 2-point game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Second chance shot. And Dort lays it in. Dort's got 14 points for the game.
You can't forget to box out Dort. When you do, he looks to score on the offensive glass.
Here's Curry. Outside Kuminga. The three ball. Pass to Hield. The kick out. Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Kuminga. And stolen by Holmgren.
Warriors foul.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
First personal foul. First team foul.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Second team foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
For the Warriors.
Back to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Dort outside. Shoots over Curry. Here's Hartenstein. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. And the Thunder lead by 3. Golden State calls timeout. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Curry looking it over. Outside Butler. Pass to Hield. The three from Curry. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
This is P. Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Williams in the post. Now here's Holmgren. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
Dang, shot is off. The Warriors trailing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy. A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge.
Warriors foul.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Down low.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Chang.
2 minutes.
Oh, Green with a block.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Chang. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Hield. Shot clock at 5. Back to Curry. From the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Back to Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Williams on the wing. They get the rebound. Over Hield. Another shot. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Jimmy Butler.
What good is it to get stops if you can't keep them off the boards?
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second personal foul.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
9 seconds left in the third.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder.
Outside, Green. No luck on that one. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll return shortly.
Thunder, 40. The Warriors, 40.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Williams on the wing. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Hield on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Payton. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Kept alive. Outside, Williams. They shoot again. Good D by Payton.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
First personal foul. First team foul. Warriors substitution.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Green for 3. The shot that time not on target. Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Dort. Puts up a deep 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors making a switch here.
Substitution for the Warriors.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Curry. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Timeout called, the Warriors.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, Aaron Wiggins. Timeout, Golden State. Now is the time to get up and get fouled.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the inside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Curry with a steal. Outside heel. Back to Curry. Curry at the rim. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Thunder Girl.
Here's Hield. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. It's Dort on the wing. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. So Dort got 20 points.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Outside Kuminga. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Hield. Pass to Curry. Outside Kuminga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Hield. 1:35 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Caruso. Butler with a steal. Back to Curry. Now here's Hield. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Good on the bucket. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
You gotta love Hield's relentless fire on the court, especially when it's do or die time.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry with it.
Thunder foul. Alex Caruso. Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting. Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Caruso outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.